Tim Laird here with Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show that takes you out to eat at your favorite local restaurants.
And I'm Kevin Harnett. We've been to a lot of great restaurants through the years, and while many are now part of local history, their flavor and recipes live on.
So join us now for a tasty blast from the past on a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
It's Secrets of Louisville Chefs, and tonight we're behind the scenes at Ray Parella's Italian restaurant.
And we're uncovering the secrets to making Italian food simple.
Cooking for the regular people.
You'll be amazed at how easy it can be.
You really need to try it at home, and we'll be glad to tell you how to do it.
Also on the show tonight, a white tablecloth dessert with a Kentucky kick. The Dean of Louisville Chefs reveals the secrets to Bananas Foster at Equus. It's all local, and it's all next, right here on Sullivan University's Secrets of Louisville Chefs.
Welcome to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett.
And I'm hungry. Tonight we're sitting down at one of Kentuckiana's favorite places to eat Italian, Ray Parella's.
Well, you know, Carrie, Ray has a whole new location right here on Frankfort Avenue and a whole new style of cooking.
30 years ago, everybody was just into spaghetti, ravioli, and lasagna. And over the years, times have changed. And we really need to keep up with the times. We need to be original. We still have our lasagna, manicotti, ravioli, capellini, but now we do a lot of light sauces. Marinara is popular. Sliced chicken breast marinara is popular.
And Ray is really hot on an Italian style of cooking you might not be familiar with.
We'd like to tell people about cucina povera. Cucina povera, which means cooking for the peasants. We're just peasants from Naples, and that's what we'd like to feature, some light Italian dishes. Grilled asparagus over fettuccine, gemelli with the sweet Italian sausage.
It's a lot different than the Italian food Ray became famous for in Kentuckiana. Cucina povera is light and, best of all, extremely easy to do at home, when you know the secrets, of course.
I try to tell all my customers that they need to go home and experiment with our olio, which is just olive oil, red pepper, and garlic. But when you take red pepper, chili pepper pods, and when you shake them on top of a product, it's not the same. You need to pop that chili pepper pods in the skillet. That really brings the flavor out. First, we're going to take some olio, which is olive oil, red pepper, and garlic. We're going to get it warm just a little bit until we just see it start to bubble. Then you only want to cook them maybe for about a minute. You'll kind of see when the olive oil starts to have these miniature bubbles, that is when the red pepper is ready. We have some sweet Italian sausage. We do not overkill with a lot of meat. That's just to give it some flavor. Take some fresh baby spinach. We have some grape tomatoes. We're just going to stir this just for maybe 5 minutes. That's all it's going to take. You can see when the oil gets a little bubbly, then you are in action. It's starting to work. This is done.
Now the pasta. For this dish, it's gemelli. Ray puts it right in the pan with the sauce.
And if you notice, I'm not putting it in the water. This has been pre-cooked. And you can do this in advance, as we do here at the restaurant. And we call it al dente. We like it to be just a little crunchy.
And here's a little secret to making your pasta taste just like Ray Parella's does.
What I try to do is I try to put a top on it just for a couple of minutes. What that does, by putting the top on just for about a minute, it makes it moister and then doesn't dry it up. This whole dish didn't take us 5 minutes to fix.
Keep the lid on for about a minute and don't walk away from it.
The key is to keep stirring it so it doesn't stick on the bottom. And again, this dish here takes just a few minutes to fix. And as you can see, we don't have anything stuck in the bottom of the skillet.
That means all the flavor is going to end up on the plate.
Plate it. We're going to take some Asiago cheese. Again, we don't overkill. Just enough to give it some flavor.
On top of that, Ray adds a hint of basil and oregano to the dish.
Some fresh Romano Parmesan. That is our gemelli and sausage with baby spinach.
And Carrie, you can't have a meal like this without a fresh loaf of garlic bread.
Then we bake it for every order, and as it is hot, I'm going to put some fresh grated cheese on top of it. No Italian dinner is complete without some fresh bread, and I emphasize fresh baked garlic bread. There's really nothing like fresh hot bread when it comes out of the oven. Not 10 minutes after it comes out of the oven, but right on the spot. And as soon as it comes out of the oven is when they like to have it. So we bake it all night long.
Well, you know, Carrie, they put a lot of extra work into baking that bread fresh all night, but it's sure worth it.
And you know, it probably saves them some time when it comes to dishwashing because everybody uses that bread to soak up every last bit of flavor on the plate. We'll have more to come on Secrets of Louisville Chefs behind the scenes at Ray Parella's.
You need to hang around because we're going to fix a grilled asparagus with our olio pomodoro, grilled veggies on top of the fettuccine, and a touch of feta cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, and fresh lemon juice.
I can't wait for that. And look what's coming up for dessert, Kentucky-style Bananas Foster. We'll get the secrets to that from Dean Corbett at Equus in St. Matthews. It's still ahead on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.
Thanks for joining us again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, where this time we're looking back on Kentucky's culinary history.
It's a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs Rewind.
Welcome back to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Carrie Harned.
And I'm Kevin Harned. You know, when it comes to Italian food in Kentuckiana, Ray Parella's is a household name.
The restaurant has been around for decades, and recently it's seen a lot of changes.
We started out about 40 years ago in Jeffersonville, Indiana, the old Quartermaster Depot. We built our biggest restaurant on Court Avenue in '74. '98 we got tired, we wanted to get out, it was too big. After 2 years, my daughters and myself decided to get back in business.
The new Ray Parella's in Crescent Hill is nothing like the one we used to know in Jeffersonville. Nowadays, it's about cooking light, both in calories and quantity.
It's small, we can handle 50 people and 25 on the porch.
Cooking for fewer people has its advantages. Ray says the food comes out fresher, and it allows him to serve his customers personally.
Matter of fact, sometimes we even bring the kids in the kitchen and watch us cook and ask them what they want to eat. It's a great opportunity for the Parella family to share, to give back what they have given us. We're just cucina pavera, we're just regular people. Cucina, cooking, pavera, peasants. Cooking for the peasants, cooking for the regular people.
Don't get the wrong idea. It's basic food, but it's completely delicious. The reason Ray calls it cooking for regular people is that anyone can do it at home. All you need are a few good secrets.
We're going to fix some grilled asparagus with pomodoro a olio over fettuccine with just a hint of feta cheese and fresh lemon. Fresh lemon on top of hot pasta is unbelievable. And again, we're going to take some olio, which is olive oil, red pepper, and garlic. That's going to be our base. And we're going to get it warm just for a couple of minutes. It doesn't take too long. So we're going to just get this warm. And the secret of this is I'm going to have some what I call pomodoro. These are whole tomatoes that we crush by hand, and we just season very, very lightly, just with some oregano and some basil and fresh garlic. Again, we do not cook this very long. We're going to add the pomodoro to this. Now it's starting to pop. You can see it's starting to pop. So now we're going to turn it down really low.
Ray uses the sauce to add flavor to asparagus, which he marinated and grilled earlier.
We put them on the grill. We take the fresh asparagus, take about an inch off the bottom. We kind of toss them and marinate with a little olive oil and a little Italian seasoning so they will not stick on the grill. And it also gives it some flavor. This has been pre-grilled. Now this is popping here. We're going to take some asparagus. What we're going to do is I'm just going to coat the asparagus. We're going to get it hot.
You don't want to cook the asparagus, just coat it with the sauce, then remove it from the skillet and put it aside.
I kept them in there for about 2 minutes on each side. I got them hot all the way through, and at the same time, I kept turning them to get the flavor of the tomatoes on top of it. Again, not heavy, just a little flavor of the pomodoro with the olive oil. Now with that done, we're going to take the pre-cooked fettuccine and we're going to stir fry it right in the pomodoro. The fettuccine was cooked in advance. We're going to just coat it, get it hot. I say stir frying. In my terminology, I'm coating the pasta. In lieu of just putting it on top, I'm taking this pasta and I'm tossing it in the olio pomodoro. Now, as you can see, the fettuccine is not white colored anymore. Now it has some color.
With that, the pasta and sauce come out of the skillet and go right onto the plate. The asparagus goes on top.
We're going to take the grilled asparagus that has been tossed in the pomodoro olio. We'll put it on top of the fettuccine, which is stir-fried in the pomodoro olio. Just a little feta cheese, not very much. Do not overkill. We always say here at the restaurant, you could add more, but you can't take it all. And the secret of the finished product is my mother loved to use fresh lemons. And you can do this on any pasta. What we're going to do, we're going to take some fresh lemon and we're going to squeeze it on top of everything.
On top of that, basil and oregano. And there's a secret to adding the herbs.
I'm crushing it with my fingers. So when you break the leaves of your spices, the flavor will really come out.
Grilled asparagus with fettuccine pomodoro, full of flavor and light on the appetite.
Again, the secret is it is not loaded with heavy sauce. You could eat healthy Italian food. I try to tell all my running friends that you can eat healthy Italian food. That's the big difference.
Well, you know, Carrie, this cucina povera really tastes great.
No, Kevin, it's less filling.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now. We better take a quick commercial break. But don't go away, because when we come back, it's time for dessert. The secrets to the Kentucky-style Bananas Foster at Equus. That's next on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.
Thanks for joining us again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, where this time we're looking back on Kentucky's culinary history.
It's a Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs
Welcome back
Rewind.
to Secrets of Louisville Chefs, the show that shows you how to cook just like the pros do at area restaurants.
Tonight we've been eating dinner at Ray Parella's in Crescent Hill, but we should mention that Ray's daughter Ramona actually makes fresh Italian desserts. So when you come for dinner, save room for desserts.
Speaking of dessert, Carrie, tonight we have a special treat on the show. We'll head up the road to St. Matthews to one of our favorite places, Equus.
Kentucky style Bananas Foster, made with Woodford Reserve bourbon and served over vanilla ice cream. It's easy to do at home when you learn the secrets from Chef Dean Corbett.
All right, here we are. We're at the dessert portion of this evening, so we hope everybody's enjoyed everything to this point. We're going to do a traditional Bananas Foster with the inclusion of Tawaka and Woodford Reserve, kind of spice it up a little bit. And now the flame is underneath the copper pans. All right, let's see, copper flames. We're going to get these very, very hot. Here we go. Let's see how these are getting. We're going to put just a little piece of butter in this and test them out and see. And we use a lot of good butter here, so a lot of butter. Let's see how. We're not hot enough. We're getting there, though. We want these really, really hot, these pans. We want this butter to sizzle, and it's a pretty quick action because you want to do your butter and your brown sugar, and you want to caramelize that sugar very quickly without taking a chance on burning it. All right, here we go. We're going to put equal amount in each pan, hopefully. The next step is the brown sugar. We are using a light brown sugar here. You can certainly use dark, completely up to you. All right, quite a bit of brown sugar. And this looks like a lot of brown sugar. It is, totally. This is not for the heart healthy. This is just good old fun eating. And hopefully I will not put too much in here. And if you do put too much sugar in here, add a little bit of butter. I mean, it's the same thing. It's kind of like the old story, if you burn with heavy cream in your house, if you ever reduce heavy cream and you reduce it to the point where it breaks, add heavy cream. Don't throw it out. I mean, you can just add heavy cream, take it off the flame, and whip it up, and you're going to bring it right back, you know. All right. See how I'm doing here? We're incorporating the sugar and the butter in here. We want to smooth out all these chunks of sugar. The next step is a half an orange, half to 1 orange per pan, fresh orange. Yeah, we have butter, brown sugar, and orange. We have the first of 3 liquors. Banana liqueur. All right, now I am going to just add a touch of this in. This doesn't flame as much as the actual liquors, the Tawaka. Flames a little bit, but not quite as much. And the other one I didn't flame at all, so you see, there's just quite a bit of higher alcohol content in the other 2. All right, now we're going to add in our bananas. These are just your basic sliced bananas. Nothing fancy about these. You want to wait and slice these towards the end because it's kind of like the potato. It'll, as you know, if you're a banana person, you know that they have a tendency to darken a little bit in there. And you might want to smash a couple of them in there for flavor. This is coming together nicely. See how nothing is scorching. If I turn this pan, I can pull away the sugar and the butter, and it's staying together. We're pulling back the pan so that we heat up the one end for flaming purposes down here. Same with the other one. We're going to attempt to. All right. Now, let's put a little Tawaka in here. This is interesting. I've never done two of these before. All right, we have no flame on Tawaka. I guess the alcohol content is such that Tawaka is absolutely delicious. It is it's very, very popular, and it has a really nice aroma to it. A little cinnamon kind of sparks it up there for show. I'm not sure it adds a whole lot to the flavor, but if you're really feeling arrogant, you can actually pour the liquor into the spoon and then drizzle the flaming spoon into the dish. You know. And we're gonna finish it with more of our lovely butter. Yeah, it's nice and heart healthy, isn't it? Yeah, this is tasty. Now, by taking this off the flame like this, I mean, this is delicious, but this butter will melt right into here. And what we want is this consistency right here. So it's nice and syrupy, but it's thick enough to hold the shape of the bananas when you spoon it over the ice cream. Yeah, and this is one of these things where, you know, like I said, I'll be the first to admit that Chef Dino is probably not the finest flambeer in the city of Louisville, but I wanted to do something that was easy for folks to do at home and to try and to play with, and that's why I decided to do this.
Oh, Carrie, that Bananas Foster really is easy to do at home. As a matter of fact, I might just try that some night at home, just for you.
I won't hold my breath, Kevin, but in case you want that recipe or any of the recipes you've seen on tonight's show, just log on to our website at LouisvilleHomeZone.com. That's all the time we have for this edition of Secrets of Louisville Chefs, but our thanks to Ray Parella for hosting us tonight and the secrets he shared in the kitchen. Don't forget to join us next time as we go behind the scenes of another one of Kentuckiana's favorite restaurants on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.